Hi everyone, welcome back to Trumpet Tips Tuesday. So today I want to encourage you to find something to play, something that is truly your own. It could be a scale or an exercise like a lip slur. I really like the stamp exercise for this. Just something calming that really brings you back to your sound and who you are as a musician. So it could even be something like a pop song. I really like Blackbird by the Beatles for this, and I often give that to my students. Something that really says, this is who I am as a musician, these are the choices that I make, this is what I sound like, and this is what feels good. So try it out, let me know what you think, and hope this helps. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about your body. I'm really interested in finding out from teachers and performers and students, how much you're actually thinking about how your body affects your playing and what you're doing to your body. So to me, this is really important. So things like, are you drinking enough water? Are you paying attention to what you eat? And even like the aspects of treating your body physically. Are you exercising? Are you stretching? Are you making sure that you're warming up and warming down? So I think these things are obviously like super important, yet often not really discussed. How much do you ever talk about these things in a lesson or something like that? Yet they're super important and impact your playing, tremendously. So I'm curious, try thinking about these things a little bit more through the week and watching your own behaviors and seeing how the choices you make either help or hurt your playing. So last week I talked about paying attention to your body and how it can help your performance and your playing. And this week I'm going to give you a little bit of conflicting advice. So personally, I've had a lot of different kinds of playing going on lately, and I woke up this morning and I'm like, wow, my lips feel awful. But, I was reminded by something, which I may write a blog post about. The important thing to keep in mind in these situations is that nobody cares what your face feels like. The person next to you doesn't care, the audience doesn't care. All that matters is you just show up and shut up and do your job well and play well, no matter what it takes. And so sometimes for me, what that takes is not paying attention to my body, not paying attention to what my face feels like, and just listening to what it sounds like and really hearing what I'm going for in my head so that I'm not thinking about the feeling at all. I'm really just focusing on the sound. And I thought that with the holiday season and Thanksgiving coming up, that now would be a good time to think about what we're all thankful for. I know this is such a popular topic, but it's really great, especially with the end of the semester wrapping up for those of us that are teachers or students. I know it's a really crazy time and busy and everything's so chaotic, so it's a great time to sort of reflect and appreciate what you have and all of that good stuff. So in terms of it relating to your trumpet playing, we talk a lot in our lessons, in teaching, even on these videos about getting better and practicing and just doing the work and like blindly moving forward. But I think especially making this into an everyday thing, but just sort of waking up and really appreciating what you can do right now and what you're good at and what you like doing, because these are so important and so nice to be able to just reflect and appreciate what you have. But today I want to talk about something kind of controversial. So I want to talk about beta blockers. So for those of you that don't know, beta blockers is a totally legal, prescribed by a doctor drug that lowers your heart rate. It's great for performance anxiety because it stops the physical symptoms. So that means like feeling short of breath, like unable to breathe, your heart racing, all of that kind of stuff is what it addresses. It doesn't address the psychological, like, I don't know if I can do this, or like, I'm nervous, those kind of thoughts that you have to do on your own. And I take it. I take it for big performances, whether it's a solo, whether it's, a Broadway thing, stuff like that. And it's totally cool. It's legal, prescribed by a doctor. I just sort of wanted to raise awareness to this because I think it's something that people don't always talk about, and if that's something that you want to consider, definitely talk to your doctor and try it out. Let me know what you think and hope this helps. Today I'm specifically interested in visualization as it relates to performing and being in front of an audience, like in a master class or something like that. So I've been preparing for a bunch of these kinds of things, and something that I know I've been thinking about, and I wonder if other people are thinking about, is how much you're actually visualizing what it's going to be like when you get there. Like, do you actually picture an audience? Do you picture where you're going to stand or where you're going to sit in the orchestra? Do you picture the conductor cueing you for the entrance before your solo? and, feel like what it feels like to sit in your chair or to gesture to the PowerPoint and all these kind of things. I think it's just super interesting to think about it when you're preparing, because it can really help you feel more comfortable when you're actually in that situation. I recorded a whole video for you all today, but I forgot to email it to myself. And so the topic of today's trumpet tip is a little bit different than it might be normally. So today I want to talk about how it is okay to give yourself a break, because sometimes life is so stressful and you're so busy and you just can't manage to do all the things that you had planned, and it just doesn't all work out. And that's okay, As teachers and students, we live really crazy lives as musicians, and sometimes it's just not possible to get it all done. And I think we all should just, recognize that it's okay to give yourself a break every so often. Here we are, at the end of the semester, everyone's busy, students are busy, teachers are busy, everything's sort of wrapping up and getting ready for summer. And I think it's just something that we all should keep in mind, is that we are just so lucky to be able to be doing what we're doing, to be able to be playing music, teaching music, performing, practicing even. Every day that we get to do something like this, we are just so lucky. And I think that when we're really busy, it can be, difficult to remember that or keep it in mind, or just sort of really feel grateful and thankful to be in this position.